How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my Let's Play Talos Principle series. Today we are going to be cashing in our 30 stars to unlock the Star Worlds, or at least that's what I call them. So each temple, A, B, and C, has a door with a star on it that you have to have a certain number of stars to be able to unlock it. Basically, each star gets turned into a sigil that can be used on any of the star doors. So let's head over to Temple A. So here's the gate with the stars on it, and if we head this way, we have a sigil puzzle. Now, looking at this one, I think this is one of those where the solution can be symmetrical, meaning whatever we do on one side of this puzzle, we can do on the other side of it, and it should all work out. Let's see. Yeah, I can already see how this is going to play out. By the way, each of these do have multiple solutions, so this isn't like the only way it can be solved. There's a computer. Oh, it's beeping because there's local files that I haven't looked at yet. Alright, so each of these has 3 gray sigils, and these are kind of special puzzles. They're all a little bit different from the rest of the game. Let's see, Dum Dum Mine. Okay, so we've got a mine back here behind a force field. There's some keys. Somewhere around here there should be a jammer. Where's the jammer? So we need to open that door, but I'm not seeing a jammer. Maybe. Hold on. You know what? There's a jammer, and it's behind a wooden barricade. Okay, so look what we got here. We got an axe. We know what to do with axes. So let's break this. We can grab the jammer. Looks like there's a fan. There we go. Okay, that's why I couldn't find a jammer in there. So we can jam the force field that's going to let the mine out. We can run in here, grab the keys. I'm trying to keep an eye on the mine because he's going to bounce off that tree and just come right back. So what do we do about that? Well, what do you do with trees? I guess it's not like the universal solution, but what's one thing you can do with trees? You can chop them down with an axe. So we'll come over here and we can actually chop down this tree. It takes a couple whacks. There we go. Yikes. And then it just despawns. Alright, so let's open this gate. Oh, we picked up the keys, but then we left the area, so the keys reset. So let me run back in here. No? What happened to the keys? I call shenanigans. This door is locked. That's weird. It should have reset the keys, but they're not in there. Let me just reset the level. Let's head over here, make sure... Okay, the keys are back. Let's just go ahead and get the jammer and the axe in here before we get the keys. That was weird. And oddly enough, the wooden barricade is also restored. When you break those wooden barricades in the Overworld, they stay broken. So let's just go ahead and chop down this tree while we're here, while we have the axe, because we know we're going to need to chop it down. I'll just drop the axe right there. We'll head back for the jammer. The Llama Jamma. And now we can go unjam the force field. No, jam the force field. Grab the keys. Maybe the keys were there, but they just weren't glowing purple. And they kind of, I don't know. It was very confusing. And then I'm actually going to jam this mine because here's another tree. And I just know that's going to get in the way. So let me jam the mine. We'll chop down the tree. And then we'll let the mine through. We can jam that force field. You can just see that there's a path here that the mine's going to follow. What happened to the axe? Whoa, that was super close. Alright, so that mine should go explode the gun, and I think we're done with the axe. I don't think we need it anymore. Alright, so there is sigil number 1. Gray sigil number 1. And it looks like there's... It says 6. I don't know why. There's 8 total. No. Yeah, 8 total. No, 9 total. 9 total, and there's 8 remaining. So I don't know what that 6 means. Alright, Nerve Wrecker. Alright, so we've got a jammer, we got 2 jammers. There's a force field with a bunch of mines coming towards us. So let's do this. Let's jam this from the outside. We'll jam it from the inside. And then we'll close it. So those mines are stuck out there. Ooh, goodness. So this next one has 3 mines, and we can only let 1 out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that one out. I'm going to wait till he gets to almost the force field, and then jam him. And I'm going to time it so that he should pass through the force field at about the same time that the other ones bounce off of it. That way they're all kind of more or less in sync. In fact, I'm going to do this. There we go. I wanted them to get more or less in sync so they're all kind of lined up. That way, if we need to jam it again, it's a lot easier to time. We don't have like a small window when one of them is about to bounce off but the other ones just did or whatever. Alright, so we'll open that. Let's jam one of these to get them out of phase with each other. We'll come in here, jam that open from the inside. And then I think we're going to need to do the same thing with that mine over there. So let's let him through. And then, let me see. I'm going to sneak in here and jam him just to give me time to think. Okay. So now, oh boy. We can't get through both of them, so we've got to... I don't remember which way this guy's going. Let me jam him. I know that he's about to go that way. Okay, so he's going that way. Oh boy. Alright, so let's see. If I open this, I'm going to wait for them to come this way and then bounce back. And then I can take this jammer, jam that one, and run past. Here we go. Whew, that one's tight. And I mean that in like the literal sense. It's a tight squeeze, not the old slang for really cool. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Jammed from within. Well, there's our sigil. It's behind a locked door. We've got a jammer right there that's holding this force field open. We can open that force field, but we can't get past this mine. So let's see. Let's let him pass through. And then we can sneak past this way. There's a ladder. Ooh, there's the keys. Here's another jammer. Okay, this is good. Let me see. How are we going to do this? Whoa. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We need to get to those keys down there. So I think we need to jam this open. Whoops. And let him pass through that way. Now we're going to let this guy come back. I'm going to speed things up here. We'll let him pass through. Uh-oh. There we go. You just gotta wait for the right moment. So let's come grab these keys. We can now open that door. There's a force field. Ooh, this guy's going like diagonal. Just slip past him. Here's another guy going diagonal. With much less space to get by. But I think we can still squeeze through. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We just had to slip past two mines. Alright, now what? We got some extra keys. I think we need to head back. Oops, I meant to jam the force field. We'll let that mine go through the force field. We'll let this mine out. And then we'll let him go through that force field too. And then there was a second locked door. Oh, it's the Sigil. Yeah. So I think we just need to get out now. Let me speed up this mine so we can get over this way. There we go. Sometimes I'm looking for more puzzle than there is. Alright, so there's the 3 gray sigils for World A. Before we leave, this is very, very important. Each of these has a sign with a different number on it. This one is 7 star star. So I'm going to write this down. And what that means is there's a 3-digit code. And the first digit is 7. We don't know what the other 2 digits are, but the first one's 7. Alright, so I'm actually going to break from the pattern that I've been doing where I just do 1 level per episode. And I'm going to do all 3 Star Worlds in this episode because each one, it's not going to take that long. It's just like 10 or 12 minutes. And I want to release them all together. I don't want to release 3 short episodes in one day. So I'll just do all 3 Star Worlds here in one recording. So let's head to World B next. We'll speed up the elevator ride. And here's the Stargate. Stargate. Okay. This one is not symmetrical. So let's see. That's nice. We're off to a pretty good start. Oof. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's try putting this one up here. Nope, nope, that's not facing the right way. Ugh, goodness. There we go, there we go. Alright. So let's shut up the computer. And we got 3 more gray sigils in this world. First one, Peekaboo, with an exclamation mark. Alright, so we've got a blue receiver, a buzzer, we got a buzzer, blue generator behind a force field, and we've got this recorder. We can stand on this to open the force field. And where's our connector? There should be a connector. There's a generator and a receiver. There should be a connector. Oh, it's in there. Alright, so let's start off with recording, standing on the pressure plate so that we can get the connector out. Alright, and then this should, hopefully, be as simple as placing one of these over here, and then in the recording, placing one over here. And so recording us will come stand on this, and then the future us will make a copy of the connector thing. I'm just going to give it a while, because who knows what's going to happen. Alright, so if we just move this over here to the other side... Oh, that's not going to work, because these guys, they're like in sync with each other. If we connect this to that one, then it should keep the whole thing powered. Yeah. Ooh, that was close. So what that did was this guy was interrupting the beam on one side when this guy was interrupting the beam on the other side. So by connecting these two to each other, what it meant was there was always a beam going through one way or the other, because as that one got interrupted, the other one was being powered. Yeah, so that's how that works. All right, next. Cat's Cradle. Ugh, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in this one. All right, so we got a connector. We got a connector. As long as there's no recorder. I hate those recorders. They're so confusing. There's a connector back there. It's not hard-coded. It's not hardwired. But I don't see a way for us to get back there to it. So it looks like this red one is holding open this force field door. This box is holding open that force field, which I guess that blue beam is activating this, which activates... Okay, so that blue beam is holding this force field open, which allows that red beam to hit that connector, which opens this force field. So we can't remove that box without disconnecting the whole thing. But there is a red connector, there's a red generator back here. If we block this, we can get that blue beam to come open this force field without the red beam interrupting it. We've got another connector back here. And so now we can open this. What's that going to do for us? Oh, you know what? No, that's not going to work, because that's going to cut through the blue beam. Okay, so we can open this force field from here. Oh, I've got an idea. I have got an idea. So let's pick this up. Let's pick this up. Let's replace the box with one of those connectors. And now, what's that going to do for us? Oh wait, there's a blue generator right here. I didn't even see that one. So let's connect that blue generator to that blue receiver. And then we'll connect this one to that one. I think we need the other connector momentarily. Let's put this back. So we'll use this red one to open that. And now we don't need this one anymore. What's that going to do for us? We need the box. We need the box. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think if we can connect this red one to that red one. I just undid the whole thing. Okay, so let's do this again. That'll open that back up. Now we can connect this red one to that red one. And that will hold it open so we can get the box out. Okay, that's beautiful. Now what? Now what? So now I think we need to connect this to that. Let's hook these back up again. We'll put the box here. There we go. Okay, I understand. Oh my goodness. I understand why this is called Cat's Cradle. Oh my goodness. If we move this connector... which beam is that blocking? I think we need to move this one, the red one, over here. There we go. There we go. Now we don't need this one. So so those are holding all of this together. And we don't need this connector. There we go. Wow. Cat's Cradle indeed. Alright, one last one. Merry-go-round. That does not sound like a good thing. Alright, let's go ahead and do this to bring the connector inside. What else is back here? There's nothing on this side. We've got all these windows. I imagine we're probably going to have to make a connection from that generator to the blue receiver on the other side. Let's go through the force field. Let's open this up with the connector. Is there another connector? Yeah, there's another connector back there. Let me see. Alright, if we do that, we can move our jammer to the other side. Now we can use the red one to open that one, bring the jammer with us to open that. Okay, so there's our sigil. So we need to get this force field door open. And there's another force field, of course. So we're gonna have to take the jammer inside with us. So let me see. If we jam this door open, no, we need to bring the jammer through. We gotta get back through this one. Alright, so let's go ahead and hook these up. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring this over here so I can see it through the force field. I feel like we're gonna need to bring the other connector through somehow. So if we connect this one, we can bring this connector with us. Yeah, there we go. Bring the jammer. Nice. Alright, that one wasn't too bad. So let's head back to the exit. And we will get the second digit to the passcode, 8. And like with the tower passcodes, or pin numbers, these are going to be different for each playthrough. So you can't just copy my numbers. And it doesn't even matter because you got to get the gray sigils anyways. Just having the pin number doesn't buy you anything. Alright, let's head to World C now. I don't really remember these gray sigil puzzles very well, except for in World C. I remember the World C gray sigil puzzles. That's not necessarily a good thing. Where's the star door?
Come forward,
there
child.
it is.
Eternity awaits.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's start by just kind of cutting that off with the squares. There we go. There we go. That's not too bad. Alright, shut up the computer. These resources are actually really interesting. I do recommend if you play through the game, to take the time to read the files on the computers. I'm just not going to do it on video. Alright, Nexus. So this one's actually really fun. So we've got blue generator, we'll connect it up to that blue receiver. We've got a red one going to a red one. This one's really just a bunch of connectors. And you might be thinking, this doesn't look that hard. And in reality, it's not. But it is fun. It's got sort of a surprise ending. Alright, so we need to get through this force field. We need the blue beam to open that one. So let's use the box to open that force field. We'll use the red one on the box to open that one. Oh goodness. We need to place this one so that it goes around the box. There we go. So what do we got here? We got a blue generator. Actually, let's use this to open the force field. Oh, okay, so we can go over this wall. We use the jammer to open the force field. Now we can use this connector to open this one. Get that out. And you can see there's a fan in there. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. The more astute observers may have already started to figure out what's going on here. I don't think we need this open anymore, so let me connect these two together. We'll take the jammer with us. Go over this wall. We'll go ahead and connect that and leave it in front of this window. We'll probably get something on the other side to connect that to. Alright, so there's two connectors in here. We'll go ahead and connect those up, put this in front of that window. And then, yeah, here's our final connector. So this should just zigzag around in between these walls, opens that force field, and there's our sigil. So like I said, not too hard. Let's take this fan over here and see what's going on. Well, would you look at that? It spells Nexus. I think it's really cool. I think that's a really fun level. Somebody had a lot of fun designing it. Let's you know, give them credit. It was fun. All right, let's head across the way here. What do we got on the other side? Unreachable garden. Oh, I hate this one. Oh boy. All right, what do we got to do? All right, so we got a recorder over here. Let's record this thing being open, not being open, but just being connected for a little while. We'll come make a copy of this and connect it to that, which will open that. Now we can end the recording. No, that wasn't it. Let's bring this as far over here as possible. Make a recording. I'm just going to speed things up here. So let's connect this to that and to the generator. And then when it opens, now it can sustain itself from this side. Oh goodness, we need to hook it up to that one too. See, this is why I don't like this one. It's because if you make a mistake, you basically have to start over. Because now we need to go back and do this again. We couldn't just pick it up and connect it to that one. Alright, let's record. Give ourselves a little time. We'll connect that to that, and that. There we go. Alright, so we'll come through here. We've got another connector thing over there. Can we even see that from over here? I don't think so. I don't think... Yeah, we can't open that and everything else with the one connector. Let's come around here. So there's our sigil. There's our sigil behind a force field with a blue connector. You know what we can do? We can make a recording. Use that connector to come open this one. And there's another generator in there, so then we can use that to keep this one open. Oh, and that one. Okay, so let's do that. We'll make a recording. We'll just give ourselves a bunch of time. Let's say 20 seconds. So we'll take this, connect it to itself, to that, and to that. There we go. Now when the recording ends, that should stay open and keep all these things open. Although we don't need to. Yeah, we were able to get back through. Can I? No. Alright, so now, basically we got to do it all over again. So let's make a recording, give ourselves a little bit of time. Connect that to itself, to that, and to that. Hey, hello. There we go. Alright, so we got a box. What's that going to do for us? Well, if we can get up here with a recording of that connector, we can connect it to that connector and to that. So that's the plan. So we're going to need to make a recording, pick up the platform, run over here, give future us time to pick up that connector, come jump on the box, then we'll jump on the box, future us can get up top with the connector, make the connection, and head to the gate. You got all that? Alright, let's go. Pick up the platform. Future us is going to pick up the connector, connect it to itself, come over here, jump on the box, jump on the platform, jump up on the wall, put down, make a connection to the force field over there, and who knows how long that's going to take to open, so let's just give ourselves like a good 10 seconds or so, because it would be terrible to get all that in place, and then the recording ends before the force field can open. Alright, let's do it. So we'll connect that. What? Connect that to that. Jump up there. Jump up here. Connect that. And we did it. Okay. Not as terrible as I remember. All I remember about this one is if you make a mistake, you have to start over. Alright, we got one more gray sigil puzzle. Cobweb. So this one has got buzzers galore. We've got 4 buzzers over here. There's a wall with some windows in it and even more buzzers over there. So let's start by connecting these. And I think we're going to need to make multiple connections here so that as the buzzers interrupt them, something will still be connected. There we go. So get this stuff out. We also need to go through this side. So we'll do basically the same thing. We'll connect those up. And we'll connect these up. So there's the sigil behind a force field with a red connector, a red receiver. There's our red generator. Oh my goodness. So we need to get this force field open long enough for us to get the red signal over there without all these buzzers constantly interrupting. How are we going to do this? Let's start by blocking this guy and see if we can get him more or less in sync with that one. I feel like one of the challenges of this puzzle is all these buzzers are like out of sync with each other, and so they're just constantly interrupting the beams. So maybe that'll help. And then we're going to need to put this one in the middle, because we're going to need to get the red signal, from that generator through this force field to the other side without it cutting through all these blue beams. So for the blue one, oh boy, here we go. Alright, let's connect. I'm going to try to make as many connections as possible here. And I want them to be kind of as far apart from each other as possible. Oh, we've got a fourth one. Okay, so let's... Oh, we can't do that because it's going to cut through that beam in the middle. Okay, so we'll do this to that. This one in the back, we're going to connect to those, and that, and that. Oh wait, that's not going to work because we need... Is it? Oh, you know what? We'll bring this through. Like that. Okay, stay active long enough. There we go. Okay, let's take a step back and see our beautiful handiwork here. So the trick here, you just need as many connections crisscrossing back and forth different ways so that if any one of these gets interrupted, there's another one to like complete the circuit everywhere else. That's the trick here. It may take some trial and error to get the locations of everything down. Alright, so the last digit to our pin is an 8. So my pin is 788. So what do we do with that? What do we do with these gray sigils? What do we do with our pin? Well, if you remember all the other pins, they unlocked different floors of the tower. So let's head back to the tower. And we need to go up to at least level 1. We need to get to one of the computer terminals in the tower. Elohim just freaks out again because we're going back up the tower again, like he told us not to. Okay, I guess we need to actually solve this one again to get to the computer terminal. Let me see. So we just need to connect those two together. Connect this one to that one. Alright, so we got to the computer terminal. Now we need to get to the floor access control. So device manager. Floor access control number 2. And we're going to unlock floor 6. And the code for me is 788. Code accepted, unlocking. Alright, let's exit. We'll head back to the elevator. And we will head up to floor 6, right? Ooh. No, we're going down. The secret underground floor.
My beloved child, few have given themselves so purely to my cause. Fewer still have learned so much of the mysteries of my garden. Therefore, you may choose to be elevated, to stand by my side and become my blessed messenger in eternity. But know that this is a sacrifice that cannot be undone.
All right, so now we have the option to become one of the messengers. Remember those 3 guys that we, I won't say rescued, unlocked, freed in the previous episode? So we can become one of them by finishing this last sigil puzzle. And I just realized that's what the 6 is for. The 6 is for you're unlocking floor 6. Got it. Okay. So this sigil puzzle is actually Really, really simple. We're going to put that in the middle there. We're just going to put all these things around it. I only remember this because it makes such a cool pattern.
It is now time to choose your epitaph, for your body shall be entombed, though you shall not die.
Alright, so we get our own little messenger garden world here. So let's come in here, we can choose our own epitaph. This will be your final resting place. Choose how you would be remembered by those who follow in your footsteps. And we've got a whole slew of messages. Every single sigil. No beating that. I like that one. That one just jumped out at me. Let's go with that. Storing final memory dump. So here we go.
It is written that there is no greater love than to lay down your life for another. But your sacrifice is greater still. For instead of resting in eternity, you have chosen to serve all the generations to come. They shall strive for greatness, and through you, they shall accomplish it. For you are no longer a child. You are my messenger.
Love that. And roll credits. So I'm going to skip this because that waterfall is like super loud. So we can now restore a backup. And I believe if we just restore the last one, we're back to having unlocked the Gray Sigil Gate, and we just haven't stepped through it yet. So that is ending number 2. I believe that's actually considered the hard one because it requires solving additional puzzles. What I find ironic about that ending is it's like you're so devoted to Elohim that you're willing to stay behind and help other travelers, other robot dudes in the future. And yet you can only get that ending by finding all the stars, which you can only do by going up the tower, which you can only do by disobeying Elohim. So I find that one kind of ironic. But yeah, that is the hard ending. That is every single sigil, every single star, every single puzzle. It's everything in the game. Everything except the very top of the tower. And that is the only thing that we have remaining. And that will be our next and final episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series.
Listen to me well, child. Do not ascend the tower. You are not meant to go there. Your purpose lies in the Garden of Worlds.
Unless you want to be one of my messengers, then by all means, ascend to levels 1 and 5. Okay. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit that like button. And while you're down there, feel free to subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.